right? In the second year, he was able to run a lot, and in his third year, he like really fielded really well. So I have this theory that he's going to do all three of these things at some point in his career at the same time.
Interesting. He's got that power.
He's got that speed too, and he fields exceptionally well, and that's not going to go away. So he's a guy that's way down the list that I think there. I still like the power you get out of Adam Duvall. What's your take on? You're better on Central guys. I used to be into what's his name, Alex Dickerson. What do you feel on him?
Dickerson had a little bit of a problem staying healthy last year, but if he could stay healthy, if he could stay healthy, he's got the potential to be 2020, in my opinion. I mean, if you look at his numbers from last year, and they were sparse because he did get injured. I know at several points he still hit 10 homers. I'm sorry, no stolen bases. Why am I thinking he stole bases? I'm thinking of somebody else in the fucking Giants.
Way deep down the list is Roman Quinn and Jared Oliva, both can steal you some bases.
Who am I thinking?
I'm not a fan of either guys. Oh, Shin-Chu Chu. Why is he not signed?
Dickerson had the high batting average last year. I apologize.
Nomar Mazara. We talked about him at the beginning. He's still young. Last year before the season, I went on a limb and said Lewis Brinson was going to have a great year. Drew Walters at 62. Drew Walters is the better of the young outfielders in Atlanta. Not Acuna, mind you, but he's better than Pache and he's better than Riley. The question is, will he play?
Do we see Brett Gardner getting a job? I've heard some whispers that he might end up in a couple different places.
I mean, the thing about him is that I thought that he's the guy that would just kind of wind up back in the Yankees, but I really do believe that Clint Frazier's got that job. Yeah, and I think Clint Frazier's a bit of a steal where he's a good, solid value where he getting drafted, and the knock on him was that this guy can hit, but he can't field. But last year, when they did the Gold Gloves just on metrics, he was a runner-up for the Gold Glove last year. So I'm not saying he's that great of an outfielder, but he's definitely not a detrimental outfielder, right? He's a solid guy. Adam Hazley. Here one of the Orioles outfield. You're looking for some cheap things where you're going to get some play there. Their outfield is Austin Hayes, DJ Stewart, and Anthony Santander. And Santander should not be slept on. He's going to hit a lot of home runs. And Austin Hayes is going to be the guy that they knock in. I'm getting way down the list.
Yeah, I'm too. And I'm not seeing too many crazy names way down this list where I'm just like, I'll take a chance on this guy, maybe.
Not Sung Bum.
The last guy I wanted to mention was Dexter Fowler. Do you think he's even ownable at this point going to Los Angeles? I mean, is his career pretty much over?
He's just a guy in the outfield. His career's not over. He's going to play, but he's not going to play enough to be meaningful.
He's old. I didn't realize how old he was. I just remember that Fowler being so serviceable for so long.
You know, it's way down here that I think there were things that Albert Almora was doing last year that showed moments of brilliance, but he wasn't able to keep it up. But at pick 750, why not? Right?
Yeah, I don't see anyone else way down this list where I'm just like, I want to give this guy a chance. Yeah, there's nobody. The last guy is Braden Bishop. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. No, I think we covered everything pretty good.
What's your feeling on Haruki Nishikawa?
I would be lying if I had a take on him.
Yeah, I have no idea who he is either. I just brought it up because he was on this list and I don't know the name. And I like literally that's my favorite thing about it's one of my goals as a podcaster is to be able to say I don't know when I don't know.
Yeah.
So you pass the test.
Yeah, you got to. You don't want to lie about things. You know, I like the name Julio Rodriguez in Seattle, but I don't know if he's ever going to sniff the majors this year. But that young tandem they've got in Seattle is pretty exciting with Kilinek. I think that's his name. The guy they got from the Mets.
Yeah, a few guys. You know, I like Kirilloff because I think he's got playing time going for him.
I like Kirilloff. I've always liked him.
Have it there.
He just doesn't hit for a high enough batting average. Who did I see?
The Toolsy guy that I was hoping to get a chance, but it looks like Cleveland is filling in players. Is actually I like Daniel Johnson. I picked him up in my fantasy league. He's got a 5-tool thing, but never.
Can we talk about somebody on this outfield list that's somewhat baseball related?
Sure, whatever.
Did you see that Vanessa Hudgens came out on social media today? She's 32 and announced that she's dating 24-year-old Cole Tucker from the Pirates.
Good for him.
I thought it was awesome.
I'm not a big fan of that entire thing, but I like Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, she's hot. I just thought it was awesome.
She's a decent actress.
But I just saw him on the list, and it reminded me of it they were talking about it on Twitter this morning when I woke up, and I just thought it was funny.
She was in that. She played that stripper in that Alaska movie. And there's this like there's one thing that you spend a lot of time. Like I have this thing about how I hate superhero movies.
I fucking love them. Are you kidding me?
I think they all suck.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Well, no, there's like 4 or 5.
You're so fucking wrong. Can I just tell you? Can I go on record right now and say this is the most disagreement we're ever going to have on this show? Because I fucking love them all, and I've been watching the WandaVision show, and it's so good.
No, that is the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's so fucking good. You have no idea.
It's freaking Love American style with superheroes that I don't really care about.
Yeah, what do you mean? What does Love American style mean?
It's a show where there's a show that they played in the 70s where they took sitcoms that weren't good enough to be actual sitcoms and like just ran one episode.
So wait a minute. So you've seen one episode, or you understand the basic premise, because it has nothing to do with old sitcoms.
I saw 2 episodes of it, and it makes no sense.
Okay, so it doesn't make sense. The whole show's not supposed to make sense until you get to like episode 4. We've had 6 come out so far. The 7th one comes out this Thursday at midnight, my time, 3 a.m. your time. But they've explained so fucking much, and it's so cool what's going on right now.
Well, no, I said that to somebody when I was looking through the synopsis thing. I was like, well, maybe they'll explain to you, somewhere down the line around 10 or whatever. But you can't do it to somebody and wait too long to explain it to you.
Yeah.
Because that is just
it's been really cool though, man, because it started so many podcasts. There's been so much people following. There's so many conspiracy theories going on right now as to what's happening.
People are just into the superhero thing. I was going to say that Vanessa
I love it.
Vanessa Hudgens had a TV show about superheroes that I liked. It only ran for 1 season.
Really? What was it called?
She worked for a company that made products for like normal people who lived in a world of superheroes, because you never know when there's going to be a fight and like bricks are going to fall off a building on you or stuff. What was it called? But anyway, I liked that show. It had her. It had Danny Pudi from Community in it. It was a good show.
Do me a favor. When we get off this thing, go watch the rest of the WandaVision episodes. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Those first 2 were really
just go bad. Watch the next couple. I promise you.
They weren't just They were just like, boy, that was bad.
It will all make sense later. Anyway, I got to roll, dude. It's 9:00 on the dot, and I got to get out of here. So
I'll see you later, buddy.
All right, buddy. Until next week.
We're doing pictures.
I got it all ready to go. I'll rank even further than I ranked now that I know how many we're going to do. How many we covered about 40 tonight, right?
I think yeah, like do rank like top 50, and then
okay, because I've got 25 ranked right now.
And then after that, have like these are the whatever number that I think, even though they're further down the line, they're like I want to talk about Brad Keller. I like Brad Keller. All right, that kind of thing. But I know
sounds good, dude.
See y'all later, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Everybody, even the few listeners.
Yep. Peace, guys.